Today, CAN TV4's A'ali'i Duclos spoke one-on-one with Maui Fire Chief Ventura and got the latest on how the firefighters are doing and the extent of the Maui devastation.
Okay, so first off, I can't even imagine what it's been like for you folks here, working tirelessly, first off, to try to put out the fire, but then continue to monitor and mop up the area. What's it been like for you?
So our firefighters have been working tirelessly since Tuesday, just after midnight, but they continue to come back to work. They are finding some time to get rest, but we still have a lot of active work ahead of us, both in Lahaina and on the upcountry fire. So our firefighters are digging deep right now. It's very challenging, but they're coming to work every day and they're being there for the community.
What's the morale like? How's everyone doing mentally? What are you folks doing to ensure that they feel supported?
Yeah, the firefighters are all affected in different ways, but every single one of them is impacted. We have firefighters that have lost their home and lost their community, so they're the most devastated for sure. And then other firefighters who are at different parts of the island or parts of the county are affected differently. So everybody's processing this differently and healing at different speeds. It's going to take us a very long time to get through this. We're providing as much mental health support as we can for our firefighters, both professional as well as peer support and CISM within our own department. The well-being of them and coming out of this devastation is paramount to all of us right now.
Sorry, so take me back to that day. What was response like? We're hearing a lot of different things, some people refusing to leave. Is this a good reminder for people to, err on the side of caution, better to be safe than sorry?
Yeah, the fires on Tuesday were complicated by extreme winds. And when the fires started in upcountry just after midnight, the resources that we sent there were faced with downed eucalyptus trees and power lines and unable to get everybody out and unable to save all those homes in that area. It's safer to evacuate the sooner than later, obviously. As soon as you know there's a fire near your neighborhood, it's just better to get in front of the traffic. What happens is when everybody decides to leave late, then the roads are filled with people. So when it came to the Lahaina fire, we had resources from all over the island headed out there. We had additional resources staffed that are normally our relief fleet, and they were working the Lahaina fire. The winds that they faced moved so quickly. We called for evacuations very, very early in the incident to try to get people out of the Lahaina Luna area and moved on. The people that stayed to try to help, once our firefighters engaged in firefighting in the neighborhoods, our firefighters were telling them they need to leave, they need to evacuate. The community had strength and was behind us and thinking that the firefighters would be able to stop it all, but the fire was moving through the neighborhood as quickly as it normally moves through grass. And it was spotting behind the firefighters from one structure to another. And many times our firefighters were surrounded by fire.
You kind of touched upon it just now, but how complicated, if you could elaborate more, how complicated was it to address this fire? Were trucks able to make it down to Front Street at all, or?
Yeah, I still don't have all the details on which stops and where all the fire trucks were. They did reset several times throughout that firefight, and they did move all the way down to Front Street at one point where they were helping people evacuate and trying to put out the fire in that area as well.
Any updates as to what caused this?
That's still under investigation. We're working with both our Fire Prevention Bureau as well as ATF to try to get the true determination of how and what started the fire.
Ventura also says HFD will be doing a thorough after-action review after this devastation to see where the challenges were and what things can be done in the future to keep the community safer.